All right. So did you guys do NFTs? I heard the Funko piece. Did you do more NFT stuff?
We talked Funko, we talked HOFV,
All right.
and
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna crowdsource NFTs. All right. I've got a Google Doc. We're gonna crowdsource what are some of these other stocks that could be NFT plays. Like you, Chris, you were already thinking about Funko. I want to throw this one out to Zinger Nation and let's crowdsource NFTs. Picking up from Ruel where he left off last night. Or did you guys do GameStop?
we just
GameStop.
we just touched GameStop briefly. What did
Okay.
yeah, Ruel I know has been talking Atari, PONGF. I actually own shares of that one. I had a tweet out yesterday. NFT play there as well.
You missed the
We're
play,
gonna hit
Lukey.
GameStop.
The
Yeah.
genius, bro. The genius. I told you, my friend.
Wait. Did Genius pop today?
It did.
Hey, you know it, bro. You
On
know
what?
it.
On okay.
It is the second, I think now the second trending stock on WSB. So just throwing that out there.
All right. So we'll talk about that. Got to give a shout out to my boy Hugh Henney. Hugh Henney, he couldn't join the show last week, but he texted in and said, tell the audience that like GNUS could be an NFT play.
Oh, baby.
That was last week. That was on Thursday.
Oh, baby.
We brought it up. We made a point. Anybody who was on the Power Hour heard that. So there you go.
Hey, well, the paper hand's getting turned into diamond for
I
the
didn't
first
hit
time ever. I'm holding on.
We're both
I'm not
in, Luke.
selling. I'm just sitting on my hands. Literally, I got to sit on them sometimes because I'm not used to being up 70% and just let it go. Let it go.
All right,
All right, guys.
I'll see
Peace.
you later, guys.
Bye, Luke.
Enjoy.
Have a good one.
Power.
All right. Thank you guys.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Zinger Nation jam-packed show today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there. Yo, what's up, everybody? Power Hour time. Happy Tuesday. We are back at it again. Ready to rumble, ready to roll. I'm going to make the first ask of the day. Sorry, guys. I always ask things of you, but I mean, we do all this free content, so I think I get to make a couple asks. The first ask of the day, guys, smash that like button, and then in the comment section, drop into me the tickers that you guys are looking at. I'm going to start today off the way that I start every single day, which is reminding you of the point of this show and then running us down the agenda. So, guys, we do the Power Hour because we want this to be the best trade idea resource out there. That's what we're going for. So if we're not delivering, we're not bringing ideas, you're not finding stocks to trade from this show, call us out, right? It's powerhour@benzinga.com. That's the email address. You have the comment section. The comments are your friend. Call us out. Say, guys, we need to get some more ideas rolling. I mean, we always bring them. I mean, yesterday, I wrote a lot of notes. I mean, yesterday we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks that we talked about yesterday. Potential plays there. We actually got 3 stocks from Zinger Nation. So we threw the phone number up. Are we set up for calls today? Producer AT? All right, we're not doing calls today. No user calls. So if you have an idea, hold it till tomorrow. But we had Zinger Nation call in yesterday and drop us some tickers. They were TELL. It was a nat gas play. Ticker TAPM and ticker FCAC. So there it is. But all right. Agenda for today. We've got a lot of stocks to talk about on my radar. So I'm actually getting hammered today. Let me go ahead. I'll preview this. Let's pull up the live portfolio. All right, let's get a nice little screen share going on here. Like I always say, this is the most transparent stock market show you will ever find. I show my live account, win or loss, every single day, right? This is not a paper trade account. This is my live, actual interactive brokers account. Check this out. Day where SPY is up. So we look at SPY. SPY's flat, basically, right? SPY's more or less unchanged. I'm getting chopped up down $4,500 today. obviously a bad day. So I'm going to talk about why that is, and how I react, how I treat, how I think about days like today. We've got 2 options trades to check in on. So we're going to go ahead and do those. We are, of course, going to talk about GameStop. And then I want to get some crowdsourced NFT knowledge going, right? We've seen so many of these NFT stocks pop. And not even because the companies are NFT plays, or even really they're not even getting into NFTs, but it's sort of like, yeah, it would make sense that they could have NFTs, and that's how it goes. So I've got a Google Doc created. We're gonna all hop in there. We're gonna drop in some of these names. We're gonna talk through them, see if we can't get a nice little NFT watch list going. If there's ones that make sense, I'll buy them live on that live account. And then, of course, we're going to have some very special guests joining us today. So at 1 o'clock Eastern, the CEO of Liquid Media, ticker YVR, that's been a hot name, is going to be joining us. Rob Roy is going to be coming on as well. So YVR, guys, live on this show, Liquid Media. Let's do this too. I'm going to create a doc. I don't know. This is about Zinger Nation. This is about all of us out there, right? I'm going to create a doc right now. I'm going to drop it in the chat. If you guys have questions for YVR, I see this ticker dropped in the chat every single day. Put them in there, right? I obviously have my question set, the things that I want to ask. But let's throw it out there. You guys know this stock better than I do. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to spam it in the chat here. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. There you have it. Let's bring this nice little screen share back up here. All right, check it out. YVR, that's the name of the document, right? Drop in your question. Feel free to drop in your name if you want a nice little shout out and say, hey, this question's coming to you from Johnny T in the chat. Whatever you want your nickname to be, as long as it's appropriate. So there's the deal, guys. If you have questions, again, CEO YVR coming on 1 o'clock Eastern. And so we'll get that thing going. So, all right. First thing to do, I'm going to order the day a little bit. So first thing to do is we'll talk about GameStop first. Then we're going to get into NFT trades. Then we're going to get into options trades. And of course, we have time today. So if you have stocks you're trading, you have stocks you care about, put them in the chat. I'll be jotting them down. I want to see what these tickers are. Mr. Raznick, what's up?
Can you hear me?
You're here. Yep, I hear you.
I can't believe it.
What's up?
You have a YVR CEO coming on?
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. Like I just
guys, this doc is not the NFT sharing doc. We'll get to the NFT sharing doc here. It's this one.
Holy
I haven't
cow.
shared you guys yet. Put in questions here for YVR if you have them.
I mean, what better show is there? I mean, seriously, like fantastic, Luke. Fantastic. How did Aaron do that? Did you do it?
It was not me.
Okay.
It was either Aaron or it was Zoltan. I don't know.
All I know is YVR. I don't know if you recall, Luke. Remember when I challenged whatever they recommended I would buy, whatever? I bought YVR at $3.50. We are up 82% because of the show. STKS, Luke. I've been telling everyone in the show, what are you doing? Buy STKS. We're up another 15% today. Another 15%. At $9, Luke. And I said, like, I make a lot of trades, but I have certain ones that are high conviction, Luke. And I said STKS was one of them. And YVR was another one. Leslie is another one. And then what was the one yesterday, Luke, that we talked about on the show that was up 90% since we
HOFE, Hall of Fame Resorts. On this show last week, we just pinged them. I reached out this morning to see if the CEO could join us today or tomorrow. But yeah, here's a 5-day chart, and it was 5 days ago that he was on the show.
Yeah, it's taking a little price thing. I sold a little bit yesterday and do it, but I mean, guys, I
got to roll up my sleeves for this one, Jason.
I mean, yeah, seriously. I mean, how I don't get it. I mean, how aren't there thousands of people in here with knowing the amount of money that's being made here? There should be Reddit memes going for if you just listen to the Benzinga Power Hour. I mean, YVR. I was on a Clubhouse. I was going to tell. I mean, it's crazy. It is crazy, Luke. I mean, I haven't like my account because I own a lot of Tesla. So when it's down, my account always goes a little bit down. But with my YVRs and some of these other ones like STKS,
The YVR, another 50% move today. Let's go. Do you hear
Yep.
that air horn, by the way, or no?
I sold like
Wait,
500
you hear
shares
this?
today. Luke, I sold 500 shares today, but I had what I buy live on the show. I think I bought like 10,000 shares. Is that what I did? Or 8,000 shares? I forget. So, but you guys saw it. I had the trading screen open. All I would like you guys to do is go share this. Put this on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Like us, share it. Get us to see how we show up in the YouTube algorithm first. That's all. That's all I'd like you guys to do. Help us.
All right, and I see somebody in the chat. They're asking, where is the NFT sheet? Jason, here's a cool thing that we're going to do today. So we have all these stocks that are going crazy, like 50% moves because they are potential NFT plays. So let's crowdsource this thing. Like today, we saw another one pop up. You probably heard me mention it last week. Genius Brands.
Yep.
That was a Hugh Henney pick. I shouted that one out on Thursday. Spiked today as a potential NFT play. So guys, drop your potential NFT tickers into this sheet here. Let's crowdsource it. Let's figure out what these are. And if they make sense, I'm going to buy a basket of them on the show, and we'll have this nice little NFT portfolio.
And Luke, someone's telling me to like talk about FLNT. I don't own FLNT. That's
a Nick Bull Trade Finder stock. He talked about that one yesterday when he was on. And then basically he said, yes, the stock's getting hammered. I haven't been right on it. I still like the stock. So there's his deal.
It's also a ripster play. That's how I originally got into it, Luke.
Okay. And
I got out of it because I just didn't feel it anymore. So I'm not in it. So yeah.
And then are you excited for tonight?
Tonight? Oh, GameStop.
The biggest event of the year, better ratings than the Grammys. That's my call right now. The GameStop conference call, 5:00 Eastern, will have better ratings than the Grammys.
Are we live broadcasting it?
Yes, sir. Of course. We could not miss this one.
What other stock could I sell today? Maybe should I get out of IHG? No, I don't want to. AONE, like I need to get out of something else, Luke. I sold a little Upwork today, Luke, just a little.
Okay.
I just wanted to get the margin down a little bit. It was up a lot today. At one point, CRTD was up a decent amount.
See, that's another one. It's another potential, like rumored NFT play. Right? Here's a 5-day chart on this one. Another CEO we had on the show. That's why, guys, if you have ideas for these NFT stocks, drop them in there. Let's go look at these. I'm gonna start hammering through the list. Glory Star. So this one's moved a little bit.
By the way, Luke, you lost the Peloton thing so far. Someone just said.
Let me see. Peloton. 5 days. All right.
You guys in the chat said that. Hey, guys, go leave this room. Go share on YouTube. Get this video trending. Let's go. Let's get some subscribers here, guys. Subscribe to our channel. Let's get to 85,000 subscribers.
All right. So this GMSG. Let's hammer through these potential NFT plays.
Luke, why haven't I? Luke, I'm sorry. I'll stop. But why haven't I used? Why haven't I got? I'm gonna do something. Luke, I'm not gonna even talk about it now.
Okay. All right. GSMG, my quick look, it seems like it's like an e-commerce play in China. Potential NFC stock. The story doesn't jump out at me right away. Like some of them, like Ruel gave me one yesterday that they're partnered with Tops. That's an obvious NFT potential play. This one, I don't get it. So if you know it, drop it in the chat. This next one on the list, PNGF, that's Atari. That one, I think, absolutely a potential NFT play. Right, they have the whole gaming catalog. Right, check this out. All right, mobile gaming, Goon Squad, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Haunted House, Pong World, Centipede, Breakout. Definitely have assets that I think they could turn into NFTs. So I'm green. I'm putting a little green light on this one as a potential comeback. Oh God, that's the wrong color. All right, I'm throwing a green background on this one as a potential comeback too. YVR, we already talked about that. We'll have the CEO on today. CJR. Let's look at this one. CJR. Okay, not a ticker. Keep going. ETHE. Let's look at this. And guys, if you know the stories behind these stocks, somebody's saying when is the YVR CEO? 1 o'clock Eastern, 1 p.m. Eastern. If you know the stories behind these potential NFT plays, drop them in there. This one, somebody put in ETHE. That's the ETF for Ethereum. Maybe okay, I can sort of see it, but I want to find like these 100%, 50% stock gappers. Let's look at this one. Vinco Ventures. I don't get this one either. Like the Atari one was obvious. If somebody knows the story behind this one, drop it in there too. Ticker BBIG. Let's keep going. Tap them. Publishing leading apps, games, Solitaire Derby, Crypto, Thrillionaire, Castle Builder. This one I think is a maybe too. Because again, I think the thing that's important for these NFT stocks, it seems to be that they own the IP, right? This one clearly owns IP. So I'm gonna throw this one on the list as it come back to. Here, I'm just gonna bold the ones that are come back to, so that'll make it faster for us. So bold. All right, let's keep rolling. DLPN. The Dolphin Entertainment. All right. So check this out. Already up 160%. These are the kinds of names that we're looking for. We're late to this one. Obviously, this one's an NFT play. Stock already up 160%. How much is left in it? I have no idea. I'm not going to risk it by hitting it. HOFV absolutely won with some of their NFL type assets. TKAT already moved. Let's see. OCG. Oriental Culture Holdings. Let's see what they have. Online provider of collectibles and artwork e-commerce services. Absolutely potential NFT play. Wow, there's a lot of tickers here. Funko is one. Let's put Funko on the list. I don't know if anybody got that one yet. Oops, FNKO. There we have it. Wimmy down 20% on an offering. Don't love it. All right, let's look at two more. I'm gonna do DSS. Document Security Systems. Okay, so this is potentially a thing behind the thing, I'm guessing is a play here for NFTs. And then let's pick another random one. Let's try CLPS. It sounds like Clips. Maybe they own some video assets. Clips. All right, delivery services. All right, I don't see that one super obviously. All right, we got a damn good community turnout on this one, on this activity. So give yourselves a round of applause. Somebody saying the YVR CEO is joining the stream today. Yes, he's coming on today. That's the move. I still don't have air horns. Do you guys hear the air horns? I've hit it like 8 times today. It still doesn't work. You know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if you are hearing it when I've been pressing this, let me know. But all right. Guys, I'm going to leave this sheet open as a resource. This is something that we built together. Check this out as we go down this list, right? We have 50 stocks, right? Again, the ask was, what are some potential NFT plays, right? Here's the model, TKAT. There we go. Here's ticker TKAT, right? Here's the 5-day move on the stock. Went from $5 to $66. On speculation that they've been getting into the NFT space. So the move is, let's find more of these stocks. It seems like every single day there's been 1 or 2 more stocks that have been rumored as NFT plays. There's always some hottest thing in the market, right? My favorite, this goes back maybe 4 or 5 years ago, was when 3D printers were the hottest stocks around, right? It was like every 3D printer stock was up 300% and just ripping. Right now it's NFTs. That's the move. So again, guys, the ask was drop in some of these NFT plays that haven't moved yet. We've got a handful here of the ones that we looked at. I think Atari is probably my favorite. It seems pretty obvious. They own IP assets. It has some nostalgia angle. Here's another one. I see somebody in the chat is putting in ticker. I'm gonna add this one. PLBY Playboy is rumored to be getting into NFTs as well. That's a potentially interesting one. So here's the list. We've got about 50 stocks put together by Zinger Nation, all you out there. I'm going to leave this sheet open so you guys can continue to collaborate onto it. share it, tell the internet about it. We are building this NFT stock resource. This is the Trade Idea Show. That's the only reason we do it. And I'm going to do some research tonight. Producer AB and myself are going to go through every single ticker on this list. And tomorrow we'll be back with here are our 5 favorite potential NFT plays. And I'm going to buy them live on the show. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're going to research literally every stock on this list, all 50 of them tonight. I'm going to come up with 5 that I'm going to put into my live portfolio, the live account, and we'll be buying some stocks. All right. All right. Jason, I don't know if you want to come back and hang out. If you do, you're welcome to. But I'm going to keep us. There you are. What's up? What's up? You're muted.
Like to have at least one question.
I don't know if you think that I just like hijacked the show or something.
No, I'm here.
I didn't mean to. I was just excited about our NFT game.
I'm just doing something that I should have done a while ago in terms of getting us YouTube traffic.
Okay.
And I don't know why I didn't reach out to some people.
Can you tease it to us or no?
Well, why haven't we reached out to some people in the know, like at YouTube, to say, hey, why don't you watch our thing and see, maybe they have some advice. And
see, that's what I'm talking about. I talked to a guy this morning. He gets 4,000 on his thing, and he gave me he basically looked at some of our videos and said, here's 5 things that you're not doing that it took me about a year to figure out. So we'll have to go through those.
What was like one simple thing?
He said the item which he sees have a bigger impact than anything else is the number of people you have waiting for the stream to start. He's like, on days where I can only get 20 people to be waiting, the stream is dead the whole time. He's like, if I can get 100 people to be waiting, we start strong, and then it just goes crazy with the recommendations. So that was one of the tips that he had. He had a handful of those like that. He said more than the social share buttons, more than the likes, it seems to be those people waiting. He had some tips for our description. So yeah, he's a hacker on this stuff. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to GameStop. All right. Let's do GameStop support.com. Then let's take some tickers out of the chat. And then we're going to go back to some options trades. All right. And somebody in the chat is saying you should be saying this offline, guys, with a lot of question marks. Sorry that, like I said at the top of the show, this is the most transparent stock market show out there. A lot of people say to me, you shouldn't be sharing your live brokerage account. You know, they say, oh, you've got your account number, you're putting your financial info up there. There it is, right? We do it every single day. We know that we're not going to be able to build this in a vacuum. And we need people who are smarter than ourselves and specialize in things to help us. We actually did a company-wide talk about that this morning. And so that's why we throw it all out there, all right?
I mean, it's Zinger Nation. This is not just our show. That's the thing. How can we say that in a vacuum? If that's not fair, how do we treat people like that? Like, how do we treat internet enforcers like that, or Jim Stocks? I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're all in this together. Isaac Money, Brian Hearn, that we're all in this together. So how could we go behind his back and not talk about it, or her back? Like, that would be crazy to do. This is a different thing. This is not a one-to-many show. This is a many-to-many.
Like if we talked about this just between us, it would be like buying a house and not telling your partner about it.
Right.
You know,
like, it's so like, I mean, that is.
Spencer Israel might not agree.
Yeah, but this is Zinger Nation. You guys tell us what you want, and then we bring them on. I mean, if you're not happy and don't like the transparency, then obviously we're not the right channel. But we love for you to be happy. We love to learn from you because we know we can get better. We're trying, and we want to be so transparent with you guys.
Don't work.
So
that's what we're gonna say. Aaron Thomas, the air horns still don't work.
Yeah,
we've been smashing it all day.
You guys have been there at hello. You guys have been there. I mean, do you know how this show happened? The show happened because we were the room where it happened. GameStop was at $41. The stock was just sitting there, and literally, we bring on Citrod. Andrew left. The stock wasn't moving, and so wasn't moving. And Andrew left comes on. All of a sudden, within like 20 minutes, Wall Street bettors show up. The stock goes to like 60, and it's a huge fight. The next day, it's at 80. We were the room where it happened. Our show was the room where it happened. So since that time, Luke has his own segment, 12 to 1. Luke wants me on right now. You want me to go off, Mash? I'll go off.
Wait, what? You're leaving? Now I got to come up with stuff on my own?
Well, this Mash can Luke get his own segment. So you guys choose. If you want me to leave, press 1. If you want me to stay, press 2. I don't know. I don't know what they want me to do.
Right. I put my 1 in there.
Luke, why can't I find some University of Michigan grads at the Tube of You?
Tube of You. Maybe you need to put Google Alphabet as the company.
No, it's YouTube.
You already tried that?
No, it's YouTube. They want me to stay, they say now.
All right. That's what they say.
Yeah. That's what they say, but behind my back, they probably say 1. Oh, no. L&K Studios wants me to leave.
All right. Let's talk about GameStop a little bit. So GameStop, guys, I'm going to pull the chart up here. 5 o'clock Eastern. And I want to look at GameStop options too. I'm going to get that ready in the other tab. But all right, GameStop, 5 o'clock Eastern, conference call. Okay. They are going to report their earnings numbers before that, right? That's not going to be super interesting. You know, the way that it goes for pretty much every public company is they're going to put out a press release. It's going to say, here's how much money we made. Here's how much profit we had. Here's a couple, generic quotes. Not going to get a ton out of it. What's going to be interesting is the conference call, right? Keep in mind, and as I think this is important to point out, we really haven't heard from GameStop since all this happened. The last conference call, look at it. Here's a 3-month chart of the stock. It was before the stock went crazy, right? We got one press release that said that Ryan Cohen is leading a board committee to appoint a new CTO and head of their e-commerce strategy, but we really haven't heard from the company yet. All eyes are going to be on this conference call. Last week, we had Rod Ellsman, GMEDD.com. I mean, he's the guy who is doing in the face of all the research that came out of the Reddit community on GameStop. He laid out for us last week what we need to hear from the company for the stock to go up. It was amazing. He just put it all out there, so there's no surprises. He said, this is what you need for the stock to continue to move higher. All right, and in short, I'm going to recap what he said. But basically, he said, we need to have a very clear and defined plan for the company's turnaround. It can't be like hey, we're going to do more e-commerce. Yay. We're going to transform the company. It needs to be a very clear, we are going to transform in this way with these milestones in these dates. He said, if we get that, it's a good thing for the stock. If they just do some generic talk and don't get into the details with us, it could run into problems. And tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern, Rod Ellsman, again, he knows the stock arguably better than anybody else, maybe not better than Roaring Kitty, but again, he's the face of GMEDD.com. That's GMEDelta.com. He's going to be joining us to take us through, here's what they said, here's what it means, here's how I'm taking action on the stock after that. And Jason, check this out. Do you want to laugh?
Yeah.
All right. So check this out. Okay. We're going to look at the GameStop options chain. So yesterday I was thinking I wanted to buy some 300 strike calls on the stock. Look at the stock's trading at $185 right now. I wanted to buy some $300 strike calls. Just like, let's go. Let's rally the troops. Let's run this thing up. Let's wow, that was loud. How much do you think the 300 strike calls cost? We ran in the chat. If you weren't here yesterday, guess how much you think those cost too. All right, as I want to see where he's at. But Jason, stock's at 185. 1 month from now, 300 strike calls. My initial thought was they're going to be $3, $3 to $5.
I was going to say 5.
All right, check this out. You're gonna. I hope you're sitting. I hope you're sitting.
I can't see you. Hold on.
That's all right. I'll tell you.
I can see you now.
$25.
Wow.
So you need to put down $2,500, and your break even is $325. Stock's at 185. Holy shit!
That's
there are
crazy.
some people buying calls in the stock.
That's so crazy. That's insane.
Yes. So stock's at 185. Your break even is 325, and you got to put $3,000 down on
All right,
it.
can we get 20 people to hit the like button right now? First,
Let's go.
The like button.
All right.
Some Benzinga swag. Let's go.
Where are we at? Are we at 1,000 yet, Jason?
Nope. I need 20 people to hit the like button.
I mean, I'm like not at my sweating stage yet. It takes me some time to warm up. Oh God, we're only at 781. But I'm starting to get some dampness in here. We're gonna have some ideas flying in a second, but I definitely thought that we would have been at 1,000 by now.
Yep, I got it. 20 people we need. 20
All
likes, 100 likes. Go right now.
All right, so
Hit it. Go.
boom. Come
We
on,
do it?
baby.
Do we do it?
Boom, we got it. 8:34. Let's go. Keep the ideas going. All right, so I'm gonna drop.
Get to 1,000 right now, Luke.
Let's get it to 1,000, baby. We get it to 1,000. I'm gonna go through every single loser that I have today and decide whether I'm keeping the position or selling it. How's that?
Or should I buy? Or should
That's
I put
1,000. I got 10 stocks, 10 rapid fire ideas. Then
Or should I put
live trades.
100,000 on one stock? What do you think?
I think you should put 100,000 on one stock.
They would get to vote for the stock. We could put a survey thing in.
Yeah, so somebody's saying by like button, you mean the buy button on a YVR.
I love that. If they get to 1,000, maybe I put 50,000 on one stock. They vote for it.
Yep. And again, guys, if you're just joining us, I'm going to talk a little bit more about GME, and then I'm gonna give you then I've got another idea. I'm gonna pitch a short idea. Actually, I know it's sometimes shorts are bad, but don't worry, it's not on one of our favorite stocks. So don't worry, it's on a boring one. But all right, we're gonna talk about GameStop in a minute here, but YVR CEO joining live in about 15 minutes here. All right.
So, Luke, I made some progress on my work.
Okay. How did it go?
I'm making some progress. Okay, on the reach outs.
All right. Did you get some responses or what?
No, I found some University of Michigan's alumni that work there.
All right. I like that. That's important.
Seeking help. I'm seeking help. Me and Internet Enforcers are seeking help right now.
Good.
Internet
Enforcers is a good partner in crime for you.
I know. If we offered Internet Enforcers like 300,000 a year to work here, you still would it. Like, he loves just being the commentator in the channel to like say you're doing this wrong, doing that wrong. I love it though. I love it. I love that we get in little fights. It's great. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because he just wants to make us better, and we want to make people money. And so whatever makes us better to make people money is what it's about to me. I mean, the amount of money that I've made in the last 2 weeks on this show, it's almost unfair. It's almost unfair, to be honest. Like I said, I told people, high conviction trade, STKS at $5, high conviction. I gave them, BTN, Tony FKA, go on LinkedIn and message people that worked at YouTube and say that Benzinga should show up higher in the algorithm. I mean, let's start a campaign for that, just like we do with the brokerages. Go to E-Trade and tell them they need to add our news. Send us an image of you guys doing this. We'll send you swag. We'll send you a T-shirt. We'll send you a track jacket. Send the email to powerhour@benzinga.com. powerhour@benzinga.com. Send an email to someone on LinkedIn that works at YouTube, and then send an email to E-Trade or Schwab and E-Trade that you want Benzinga news. You want your Benzinga news just like you want your MTV. All right, Luke, let's go. I got some.
All right, let's go.
I own YVR. Luke, do you own YVR?
I don't own YVR.
So maybe you should do more of the interview because I'm a little biased, maybe.
If you want. I've got good questions.
Okay.
I wasn't really going to talk about the stock. I was just going to like dig into the CEO, like personally, get to know him, that sort of thing. I think that's important.
People do have stock questions.
Just kidding. We're going to hit the stock hard. But all right, let's round out this GME, guys. Again, 5 o'clock Eastern. Join us on this stream. We're going to be spazzing out during this conference call, deciding whether the stock's going to go higher or lower. If you want to hit GME long, I've got a badass way for you to do it. All right. Sell the 120 strike puts a month out from now. Okay. You can sell them for $19 a contract. The stock's at 185 right now. You don't start losing money until the stock gets down to 100. If the stock goes up, you keep your $2,000 per contract that you sold. If the stock goes down, it has to go all the way to 100 before you start feeling any losses. So if you want a more conservative way to hit GME long into earnings, into the conference call tonight, that's the trade for it. Boom. All right, next idea. Let's hit this next idea. Rapid firing ideas. Ticker SPRT. We called this one down to the front of the classroom yesterday, calling them out for some bullshit, okay? Support.com. Let's go to their website. Okay, Jason, what do you think support.com would sell? We're going to go to their site. But just based on the name, what do you think it is?
Like customer support stuff.
There we go. They've got a nice customer support business. There's the cash register for you getting that one right. You know, it's a good business and it's an interesting space, right? Customer support. All right. All of a sudden, they are no longer a customer support play. They are now a Bitcoin miner. Check this out. Here's a 3-month chart. I'll zoom it in. Here's a 2-day chart of the 5 days. There we go. Boom. 5-day chart of the stock goes from $2 to $9 when the company announced they're acquiring a Bitcoin miner. And support.com is no longer a support company. It's not going to help you, you know, run your support team, etc. It's going to help you mine Bitcoin. You know, it's a new crypto play. I personally hate these stocks who do this, right? Every time something gets hot, we get all of these things going crazy where you know, all of a sudden there's a cryptocurrency stock. All of a sudden it's an NFT stock. Yes, we did just do a big crowdsource project where we said, everybody give us NFT plays. We'll be going those through tomorrow. But support.com out of nowhere, it's a cryptocurrency stock.
You cannot hit that horn anymore.
What'd you say?
You cannot hit that horn anymore.
It's so loud today.
People are
I don't know
complaining.
why.
You woke up someone's kid.
Okay.
They're not happy.
All right. So here's my example. Here's a 5-year chart of Kodak. All right. Kodak is in the stock that's an example that's notorious for doing this, right? Where look back here, 2017, Kodak, they came out, they said, we are no longer a camera company. We are now a cryptocurrency play. Stock popped, went from $3 all the way up to what is this? $13. Slow trickle of death back down. Just this past year, Kodak came out again. They said, hey, we're not a crypto play. We're not a camera play. We're neither of those. We are now a COVID play. We're going to be helping to solve the world's COVID problem. Stock goes from $3 to $60, slow trickle of death back down, settled out at $8. Okay, there are stocks who are notorious for doing this. Whenever I see a company who comes out of the blue and says, "Hey, we're this thing," and we're not, you know, I love to hit those names. I mean, if we look back at this 2-day chart, we called it out yesterday. That would have been the 22nd on the show, right around 12:30. So the stock, let's say it was 750. Now it's back down to about 550. I wanted to see the momentum pop, the bubble burst before we hit this thing on the short side. But I now think support.com, if you want to take a crack at it and ride this thing down to the slow trickle of death, I think it's okay to do. I will not short this stock. I'll never short any stock that doubles. I've blown up accounts doing that. I do want to see if they have options for it. Look at that. There might be. Option chain. Let's see how much they cost. 24 days out. Oh my God. All right, I'm hitting this one, Jason. The 24-day out, $5 puts on the stock are only 60 cents. Costing me $60 to get into this thing. So I'm hitting this thing. I'm gonna buy the puts. My limit order 65. You know, let's get a few of them here. Hitting the buy order. Boom. There it is. It's out there. So basically what I need the stock to do, if this stock is $4.35 or below, I am making money on this thing. You know, if the stock stays up, whatever, I just bought, you know, basically 500 shares at 65 cents. So I just spent $325. I'm down on it. If we look at where the stock was trading, right, it was down at $2. If the stock gets back down to $2, so I'm making $3 times 500. That's $1,500. So basically, I'm risking 300 to make what I think can be 1,500. So there's my trade. Hitting the puts 1 month out. Support.com. Thoughts on that one? All right, no thoughts. Then I'm throwing it out to the chat. I'm throwing this one out to Zinger Nation, guys. If you are with me and you think support.com, you've got an opportunity to take a shot at it, to bet against it. Hit the one in the chat. If you like the stock, you would ride it long. You know, you would keep this thing going. Hit the 2. I'm curious where everyone is at. Jason.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Want me to wake up?
Wake up, baby. Did you hear my support pitch?
Yes, I did.
You like it? You like the stock or no? I just hit puts on the fly.
But hasn't it risen a decent amount?
Yes. Here's the 5-day chart. The stock went from 2 to 9 to now it's at 6. I bought the $5 puts for 65 cents. I want to see the thing go back down to 2, and I've basically got 3 weeks for it to happen.
Oh, so you're
saying squeeze me out.
You're playing a short.
I'm betting against this one.
But my question is, you don't like to short high flyers.
I didn't short it. I bought puts. I will never short any stock that doubles.
Same shit though.
No way.
But not same shit, but high flyers tend to continue to move. No.
Maybe we'll, but that's why I'd buy puts on them, right? Is my risk is defined. I spent $325. The stock stays up, whatever. But I hate these stocks that are like trying to manipulate the people, right? They're coming out. It's a support. They do customer support. That's a great business. But now they're trying to come out in you know. I think about it them as like trying to manipulate the people and saying, hey, we're a crypto play. Everybody buy our stock. We're going to dump an offering on you. Insiders might dump shares on you. Institutions might dump shares on you. So that's why I love to hit these ones. I feel like it's such a for the people play.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. 5 minutes. Again, CEO is joining us. YVR, Yankee Victor Romeo. We got a question dot going earlier. There weren't as many people here, so I'm going to spam this one in the chat a little bit. Here it is. If you guys have questions, drop them in this document. Please be polite, right? It's open for public editing. I don't think you'll find another media company who does this, right? Where we're making it available. You can write whatever you want on here.
You know what I'm excited about, Luke?
You're excited about
Benzinga Pro working
what?
on mobile.
Oh, okay.
In 3 days.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I am too. So check this out, guys. Pro.benzinga.com. The most powerful news platform out there for stocks, guys, right? This is what I use on this show every single day. Jason uses every day, right? We both we show if you're new, we show our live portfolios every day. We've made some damn good money this year. All right. And so this our Benzinga pro.benzinga.com is now coming to mobile devices later this week. Cash register, since I can't use my air horn. So if you want to check it out, 2-week free trial, literally no reason not to start it. Somebody saying, will Benzinga ever be on the NYSE?
Yes.
Maybe we have a surprise announcement coming. Got to subscribe to figure out.
I have a call at 3:30. I actually have to get back to these guys. I forgot about that. Shoot, thank you.
Yes, sir.
This lady is University of Michigan. Head of Spaces Operations. What is that?
Yep. I do not know. All right. And so going back to my support.com trade, again, we just hit this one live on the show. We got more love than hate on it. Again, I feel like this is such a for the people trade. They're trying to dump their shitty fake story on us. We're going to try to make some money off of it. Let's see this thing reverse and let's see what happens. And then tomorrow, I'll just give you a little bit of a preview. So tomorrow, we just crowdsourced, not this one. We just crowdsourced NFT plays. What are stocks that are potential future NFT plays? So we crowdsourced that. We're going to be getting back to that tomorrow. We've got 2 live options trades to check in on. So we will be doing those today. And of course, we're going to talk about a couple new option setups. So if you're just joining us, that's what we have coming up. Anything else that you want to preview, Mr. Raznick?
I don't know. What other earnings plays? I look at Catalyst.
There is another stock reporting earnings. I said GME earlier, and somebody's like, Ruel said there's a stock he's more excited about than GME tonight.
What?
I don't remember which one it was, like Mogo, or it was a stock that I didn't know.
I own Mogo.
Let's put it that way. All right. Well, your stock is reporting earnings. Okay.
Why do I own Mogo though?
I don't know. Accident. Just kidding.
Someone wants to study here.
Yeah, it could have been Ruel. I mean, he's in it, or he got into it from the same person who asked you. All right. Yeah. I think it's time, Jason, to bring our special guest on. What do you think? It's a very special guest.
Hold on.
Not, we always tell our guests that they're special.
Yeah.
Sometimes we lie. We're not this time.
I know. I hate my background so wimpy today, but wait, we got
it's a nice off-white.
All right. So 2 things.
I own what do I own? I own off-white. No, I don't own offwhite.com. I own like offwhitewall.com or I don't know. I have some useless domain.
Okay. And I'll go to mute on part of this because I think Ari is in the background maybe. But 2 things. If you're new to this channel, we go live every day from 8 a.m. to around 6 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It all happens. happened when the GameStop thing happened, and we were the room where it happened. So that all happened since then, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you're new, please like and subscribe. So hit the subscribe button on YouTube. It's just a little button there, and you can hit the little bell to turn on notifications. I think you can get a max of 2 a day, and subscribe to the channel. Okay. All right. I'm going to hand it over, and Luke, I will do the special intro stuff, and then I will hand the stuff over in a second. 1 second. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Subscribe. Thank you.
Going all day. All right, guys. Very special guest. I said we're being serious about this one because we are. Ron Thomson. I see the tickers flying in the chat. Thank you so much for joining the Power Hour, Ron, CEO, Liquid Media Group. We are very excited to have you here on a day like today.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here. Nice to meet you guys, and get a great show. So I've been watching it with interest, and looking forward to participating and adding my 2 cents.
Awesome. Yeah, we promise our listeners of the show 3 things. It's trade ideas, it's jokes and gimmicks. So I hope we've been delivering on that for you. And hopefully in this next segment, we'll be able to dig into the company and hopefully get some ideas going. But I guess first things first, right? On a day like today or a week like this week, where the stock is, I mean, just going crazy. What is that like for you? Like put us in your shoes. I mean, is it? Are there special things that you have to do? Or are you just obsessed with staring at it all day? What exactly is that like?
Big shoes to fill. It's pretty exciting. It is a meteoric rise this week, and just watching all the volumes, and it's been trying to understand that perhaps people are getting wind of this little company, and we have a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. So I'm just pleased to see we're generating an audience for the business.
Awesome. So let's dig straight into that. And for getting us started, for folks who aren't familiar with the business or don't know, could you just give us a little bit of background and talk about how the company works?
Certainly. Liquid Media Group is a publicly traded company on NASDAQ. It's YVR is the symbol, and the company's been around for several years. And I joined the business in January to basically help us chart a course for growth and for significant growth through all kinds of different things that we have in our program. The business was previously in the media and entertainment space. We are recalibrating the business now to become a business solutions company for the entertainment industry, for the filmed entertainment, professional filmed entertainment, meaning film and television and cinematic video for video games. And we have a end-to-end solution approach that we have put together for providing a kind of a Shopify-like experience for IP creators around the world to take their content IP from end to end, from concept through to final monetization. And we've got a real head of steam on in terms of how we're doing that. And so we've just started this process. We've raised a little bit of money, and we're going to continue to grow the business with some accretive acquisitions in the next several months and rolling out our business plan.
Okay, so I guess I've got two follow-ups coming off of that. The first one, you just mentioned the money raised. So you guys just did an offering, raised about $6 million. Can you talk a little bit about where that capital, where you're expecting it to be deployed, what kind of a runway it gives you, et cetera?
That capital provides us a great deal of runway for the short term as we roll out some of the acquisitions we have on our roster. Also, for our general growth of the business, we have things have been very tight for the last little while, especially since I joined, and so now we'll be able to execute on our plan. So that's really the two key things. One is general corporate working capital, and the other is to be able to support the acquisitions that we're making in our industry.
Okay. And of course, especially in a week like this week, we have to talk about NFTs. I'm curious where you're at, both with the company, what you think on the market on general, et cetera. It's,
we're
been the hottest market around.
Yeah, it's a hot topic. I mean, certainly it's something that we've been aware of for a while as they've evolved. And the whole blockchain phenomenon is an interesting one. We're exploring it in depth. It certainly is becoming a something in our industry, and we're seeing some of the companies in our business embrace them. And so we're very much looking forward to learning more about NFTs and finding a way that we can incorporate those into our business model going forward. So we're exploring and looking forward to finding new ways to utilize this very exciting NFT opportunity.
Okay, and like when you say exploring, any sort of idea or timeline as to when we could expect to learn more, or is it like a stay tuned type item, or any thoughts you get? I've gotten slammed with questions about the NFT angle.
I'll bet you have. I mean, we're being very cautious, as is our industry, in terms of how we embrace NFTs. But I think there's no doubt that these are going to be something that we need to seriously consider going forward. And we, like everyone, will have an NFT strategy going forward. So we're feeling pretty excited about the opportunity. We're not able to make any announcements at this time on the NFT front, but we're looking forward to announcing some things in the near future as we figure out our strategy.
Okay, excellent. And I'll leapfrog off of there. A question that I like to ask everybody. You're talking about future strategy. If you had to name one or two things that you're most excited about into the future, what would those be?
We have the entertainment finance market is going through change globally, and we've identified a way to take advantage of that. I mean, the streaming platforms are rocketing because everybody's is either experimented with them or is now hooked. And so we believe that we can play an important role in helping to safely package content on behalf of our customers, and to finance that and deliver it and monetize it in conjunction with our customers to give them higher returns and ROI. So that's, I think, the big idea for us is really providing this sort of end-to-end solutions approach where we can really provide a significant business ally to our customers.
Okay. And in terms of the things that are not necessarily headwinds, but the challenges for getting there, is it on the tech side? Is it getting content creators to come on? Like what I'm curious as to, here are some of the hurdles that we have to get through, and we're really looking like we're in a good position to execute on those goals.
I mean, we have to get our word out, that's for sure. Honestly, it's when I don't see it as much a challenge, frankly, because I think we have an integrated solution, and we're relying on best-in-class, whether it's technologies, whether it's big data analytics. That's an area that we're very interested in. Whether it's in distribution and monetization, whether it's in production services, and assuring that a product, whether it's a TV program, a film, or a piece of cinematic video for a game, is professionally, cost-effectively delivered on budget, on time, as discussed. And so, I think when someone's searching for capital, in many cases, you don't have to advertise. People will find the capital. And I think we provide more than just the capital. We provide a safe, de-risked approach to funding production. And I think that's something that is in short supply. It is not reliable, is not robust today. And that's what our big idea is.
Okay. Excellent. And are there any specific titles or projects that you guys are working on right now that you think are especially exciting, or the investing community should know about and be thinking about?
Not particular titles. I mean, there are. It's more of a body of work, and so we're holding ourselves out there going forward as being able to provide guidance and leadership, and as importantly to really be a sort of a steward for our customers to help them properly monetize and maximize their, what they can get when they go to distribute, when they go to gamify their content, when they go to activate it with audiences. It's all about audience engagement and basically completing the loop so that you come full circle to the next piece of content, to the de-risking of that, to the funding of that, always with a safety blanket in a a button-down business-like methodology that we've been working on for some time now.
Yeah, and for the audience out there, I want to reiterate that what Ron's talking about is like a problem that we deal with every day here at Benzinga, right? We produce this video content that goes all day, right? Our business is content, right? We publish 900 pieces of content a day, and the question always is how do we distribute this content? How do we monetize this content? How do we get it in front of more people, etc. Right? That's the name of the game for our business. The better that we can do those things, the better we execute on those fronts, the better the business does. And it's not easy. And so I definitely appreciate and understand the space where that you're in, Ron, of, hey, we've got a team of 150 people here at Benzinga to help us do this. For content creators that don't necessarily have all those people who are thinking about that every day. It's interesting.
Well, it is, especially considering how much video is produced today, for whether it's network, whether it's online, or whether it's over the top, or for the streamers. And I think the big issue is that there are large investments made in content. That's whether it's a TV series that you watch, or whether it's on Netflix or Prime or what have you, or a theatrical film, or a film that goes direct to video. And I think that the issue is, at scale, the amount of capital and the risk and the methodology under which the funding happens, it's really hit and miss. And it's amazing, we look at, major content producers, studios, and mini majors and independents who are constantly struggling to find a reliable sort of helping hand, someone to assure them that they're able to finalize or close their financing plans. And sometimes these are massive numbers. When you think about the cost of a series of television that you watch today, some of the numbers are outrageous. So having a reliable solution is an important one, so that you can do it again and again and again and create scale. And that's really, at the end of the day, as an industry, we're trying as an industry to define the entertainment asset class for professional filmed entertainment as being legitimate, as being highly lucrative and exciting for investors, if it's properly de-risked, packaged, and monetized. And that's the trick. And that's what I've spent a good part of my career trying to help our clients. And now, as CEO of Liquid Media, that is my number one quest in this business. And we've got a fantastic group of people, an incredible structure of our company, and we have access to capital through capital markets. So I'm feeling very, very confident we're going to get there, and we're already making some great headway as we start this business.
Awesome. And Ron, one more question I want to ask about. On March 3rd, you guys announced a deal with Atari. Obviously a very recognizable brand. Could you dig in a little bit as to, what that deal means, how you guys are working together, et cetera?
I sure can. First of all, Atari is an amazing company. They have this fantastic platform, the console games, and we own the Slipstream SVOD, the subscription video on demand platform for action adventure sports. And it's a phenomenal platform. And basically we have 400 and growing a roster of films, which are high octane, very entertaining, but absolutely on mark in terms of responding to the target audience, which are millennials, skews a bit heavier male than female, with this kind of really expressive programming. And through Atari, we're now going to be able to stream our channel through Slipstream of the 400 plus films and it's growing every week. Every week we're growing in high definition. So that's something that Atari will now be able to, through its consoles and through the PC console deployment that they're embarked on right now, that is going to be a possibility. So for us, we're right at the forefront of working with one of the hottest companies in the business and in Atari, and we're really excited about it. It's a big deal. We're really excited about it, and we're quite confident this is going to be a very successful result.
Awesome. Yeah, and Ron, I think it's worth pointing out too that you joined the team in January, I believe. So you've definitely had a heck of a run, in the quick tenure. So some exciting deals that you guys have announced. You've raised money. And so it's been awesome to watch from the sidelines, and now finally get to chat and ask some of these questions that we've been thinking about. Any final words of wisdom, thoughts, things that investors should be looking out for?
Look, I'm at 10 weeks in, and I haven't even started. So I got big plans, and I've got a team which I'm assembling. I've already got a few of them in place. We've got a wonderful group in the company, great board, great business. So keep a watch on us. We got lots of stuff coming down the pipe. We've got lots of news, and we're growing. And so you're going to hear about it because we're going to make a lot of noise.
There we go.
But I'll tell you, the industry needs this, and there's a massively underserved demand for what we've got. So I'm really pleased finally to be able to provide something to my industry that's in such dire demand for this type of an opportunity.
Awesome. And Ron, you said you're going to make a lot of noise, so I'll hit it. Here's our air horns that we have on this show. All right, as you have more news, as things develop, let us know. We've got about 3,000 people or so between Facebook and YouTube and Twitter watching this stream. We're going to have a summary article out shortly. So Ron, let us know when you have news. Would love to chat again. Thank you so much for joining the Power Hour. Again, this idea is about fun and gimmicks and ideas, and we appreciate you for telling us about the company and bringing it out there. And now, guys, if you stay tuned, because I'll bring some gimmicks later in the show.
Anytime. Nice to see you, and thanks again for today. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. How about that? Hanging out in the chat there. If you're just joining us, we're about to get to 2 live options trades that I have to put on. Of course, we're going to break down the interview and discuss there. And I'm going to go through my live portfolio. I am getting hammered in the live account right now. Let me pull it up.
Yeah,
right,
Luke, and just a quick thing on Ron. He's telling the story. He came in the company in January, and people want instant gratification, stocks to move this second, to bounce up, to do that. You don't want to do that and sell the NFT and say, oh, we have an NFT launching tomorrow. You don't want to do that. You want to release that stuff without, saying that exact thing. So you're not looking for that kind of thing. You're looking to buy companies that slowly but surely grow. I mean, look at Salesforce. Mark Benioff is the perfect epitome of, not spilling the beans before he actually makes the deal. I mean, when he bought, his last 3 companies, including Slack, no one had any clue that he was going to do that. No one had any clue. So why would Ron go out there and say, this is our playbook, this is exactly what we're doing? He's not. I mean, as much as he would want to say like 3 things they're doing, he's not. Like, it's like, yes, could he have said on the show right now, this is what we're doing? And could the stock have gone up 40, 50, 100%? Absolutely. But if Mark Benioff did that, if Ron did that, then you don't grow a company. So everyone in the chat can say what they want to say. Look at Mark Benioff. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. We'll just keep it with Marks. Look at Mark Cuban. Look at Mark, I don't know who else.
Mark
there you
Waters. Departure. Okay. I don't know.
What'd you say?
That said Mark Waters. It's an old sales rep of ours.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. All right. But let's throw this one out to Zinger Nation, guys. If you like it, hit us the 1. If you're concerned, hit us the 2. I'm curious where the community is at, guys. Hit the like on that, or hit the subscribe button on this stream. If you're new to Benzinga, you're new to the Power Hour, this is the trade idea resource. Every day, we promise we're bringing you guys a few things, ideas, jokes, and gimmicks. So we'll be making some trades here. But Jason, I agree with what you were saying, right? I mean, I feel like we had a lot of community members, and in my messaging, anything that I can receive a message on is going crazy for that past 30 minutes.
Yep.
And it's like everybody wants, the big news break, right? I don't think it's going to get announced on a whim, right? Let's face it. I don't know what the expectations were, but I mean, we got the NFT comments, right? That's what everybody wanted to hear about. It's something that they are absolutely aware of. It's something that they're doing research into. They see it being a part of the future, right? We had that comment in there too. So I think we got some awesome clarity out to Zinger Nation here.
I mean, he couldn't say, hey, yeah, we have an NFT launching tomorrow, but it's you just can't do that. So investors, speculators on the outside have to make their decisions what they want to do. And by the way, Luke, they want you to make the symbol bigger. The chart itself doesn't show what the stock is. I'm watching from my phone. I can't read what the stock is. Okay. So the symbol bigger somewhere in the orange, I guess, in the bottom.
That's it. Producer Rohan, can you throw us up some tickers as we hammer through them?
And guys,
yeah, we'll get it on there.
We'll bring on more CEOs. You can make your own pick, speculation on whatever you want. And we have the ticker bigger for you right down there. So that's what we have. And you, Starlink is, Starlink, Tesla, exactly. And bro, who the fuck goes this shit? Allows us loop goof to, dude. I love it. There's so many haters that can just comment.
I don't know. We got a lot of lovers. I would say we got more lovers than haters.
Yeah, I know.
We got a lot of like.
I know.
This guy's sweating bullets, but holding up. Which I was.
This one guy likes fake news, you know.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's why he's.
Wait, Jason, I got something for you.
Bring it.
Fake news.
Yeah,
there you go. That's that guy's show. He loves the fake news.
Boom! Look at all these subscribes. There we go.
What? You got some subscribes?
We got people in the chat saying that they subscribe.
All right, let's
having
go.
Some fun with us.
Let's kick some butt. What other trades do I got today? I got to look at that. I mean, I don't know what other trades I got.
I've got a couple I can talk about. You want to hit your list or do you want me to hit mine?
You go first, my man.
All right, support.com, guys. We just talked about it right before we came on this show. I bought the $5 strike puts on this stock, 35 cents. Again, basically the thesis is, that this is a company that they put out some BS news and they're just dumping it on the people. They're saying we're not support anymore. We're now a cryptocurrency company. It runs the stock up. They dump an offering on people. We don't like it. We hate it. We're calling them out for it. So there's one that we made happen today. The other one that I want to talk about. Let's dig into PLTR. Palantir. Everybody's favorite stock. So I made a trade on Palantir. Wait, stay logged in. Don't kick me out.
No,
go ahead.
I don't own Palantir, and I think I need to subscribe. I mean, to buy.
I think so too. Palantir is maybe the most popular stock around. Let me throw this one in here before I get into my Palantir trade.
Why isn't it up more?
We'll get into that. But guys, if you guys are long Palantir, you're in the stock, you like it, hit 1 in the chat. If not, hit 2. I'm curious where everyone is at here. But all right. So let's talk about Palantir for a second here. So I got long Palantir last week by selling puts. So I'm going to say that again. I went synthetically long Palantir by selling puts against the stock. The puts that I sold were the 22 strike April 16th puts, and I sold them for 92 cents a piece. So here's why I did that. If the price of Palantir is above $22 by April 16th, I just keep my $92. I take it to the bank. I'm happy. Great. We'll just keep doing that every single month. We create nice, consistent income. If the price of Palantir drops to $20 or below, right? My average price in the stock, because I sold the puts for 92 cents, is basically $21. We did this when the stock was 24. So the risk that we're taking on is we're agreeing to buy the stock for some lower price in the future. So that's why I went ahead and sold the puts against the stock. I'm basically break even in the trade. We sold them for 92. We're holding it for 28. I also do own some of the stock outright. So there's my move on Palantir. The reason why I like this one, Jason, I feel like this is the company. I didn't say this. Somebody else said this. And this is like one of the truest things I think I heard. But Palantir is the company that's going to run the world, but before the world knows that it's running the world. And it actually might already be, right? This is the one that's helping our defense, right? The biggest organization in the world right now, U.S. military, make critical decisions, right? It's helping to detect weather patterns. It's helping, massive organizations make decisions. The revenue is so sticky, and that's why I love this one. I feel like it doesn't get the love it deserves because there's a lot of people who don't understand the stock, and there does have to be a lot of vagueness in front of it, sort of like a veil in front of the stock, just because, they can't disclose everything. They do so much defense work. So this is a stock that I'm okay owning for the long run. That's why I sell puts against it. That's why I like it. Where are you at with this one, Jason?
I like their Apollo network. I really do. I like that other companies are moving to Palantir for data analysis and data synthesis. And I didn't realize that. I thought Palantir was more consultative approach and not just a software tool, kind of like an Oracle. So what I am confused by with Palantir is there's so many people that talk about it, so many people that want to move up. It reminds me of some of these other stocks that people sent me that I got out of, like Fluent and a few other ones that they just kept talking. Oh yeah, the other one, Clover Health. Everyone was going crazy to me. I got many messages about Clover Health being sent to me, and I just never really got into it. And Palantir, it's like there's some people talk about. My buddy, there's a guy on YouTube, Tom Nash. He's been talking Palantir for a while.
Yep.
And it's sort of stuck. And so what I'm planning on doing with Palantir is buying before earnings. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm buying before earnings because
All right, let me get a date for you.
Yeah, please go into
I'm going to my
Pro
trusty Benzinga Pro.
and I'm buying it before earnings because I'm up like 420% over 3 years, an 86% win rate. Right now, I don't have conviction that Palantir doesn't drop, a few points before it goes on a run. That is my issue.
Okay. All right. I like that. So basically,
and for the hedge fund that we have to keep the track record good. So I can't lose on this one.
Okay. All right. So you like the stock and
Yes.
your trade idea is you buy this one into earnings. We might have volatility before then. That'll be the next big catalyst. So you want to get into it, but before the move. Is that right?
Yeah. And I'm hoping there's not a catalyst prior. So I'm taking, my medicine and, that's exactly. So I'm just like holding off a little bit.
Okay. All right. I like it. And per Benzinga Pro data, the company has not announced exactly when they're going to be putting earnings out yet, but our team has estimated that the earnings date will be on April 30th. We'll probably get a confirmation from the company before then. But again, the estimate is April 30th.
I'll probably.
And somebody in the chat is saying too that for like your thing about the volatility, that's why selling the puts is a good idea, and I agree with that. Right, because you can just collect this income. You're either accumulating the stock for a 25% discount, or you collect income while you're waiting for it.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. So I could buy leaps. I could sell puts. There's a lot of things that I could do in that regard. Good points. Thank you, chat. I may do that. I may my call option value may go down, but I may do that. Hey, can you guys hit the like? We're at 974 likes. Can we get to 1,000?
Let's get it to 1,000, baby. Let's run it up. That's what the power hour is about.
Just an update on here. It's not
all right, and I've got to hop off in a minute here, Jason.
It's not extreme. It's not extreme update, but so we had the Liquid Media Group CEO YVR. It was recently at 525, traded up to about 553, 560 range. Heavy volume. Volumes at actually 142 million shares today. Average volume 21 million. This is a market cap of under 100 million, so it has risk involved. But we want to give you an update. The CEO appeared on Power Hour, Benzinga's Power Hour show with Luke Jacobi, answered questions. It talked about the NFT. And
if you missed it, go back like 20 minutes.
If you missed it, rewind and you can get an update on it. The stock is trading at 555 and 556 now, and it is interesting chart today. So it's up 29%. We talked about this one last week or 2 weeks ago. I bought some live on the show at 350 or 320, I think, somewhere around there. And so I stayed out of the interview because I own some of the shares. I may have sold some, but that is what's going on here. And we have a few other CEO interviews coming on. We had Apex, it's a SPAC. We had a couple other last week. We bring a lot of CEO interviews on. If you're new to Benzinga, we are the only financial news network basically going 9 hours a day on YouTube. 9 hours a day on YouTube. So that is our story.
And I'll say this one too. If you're new to the community, we are I don't know how we could be more of the people, by the people, for the people. That's what we're going here, guys. We're trying. When we think about building Benzinga, we think about building a company together. Check this out, Jason. This is one of the most amazing things that I've seen in my now 8 years here at Benzinga. So I put an ask out at the beginning of the show. We made an open Google Doc, right? All I did was I made an open Google Doc and put it in the chat and said, guys, list some potential NFT plays. What are some stock ideas that could potentially see this NFT pop? And when I closed it 20 minutes ago, it was just a listing of stocks. Over those past 20 minutes, somebody in the community filled out the company name, the reason as to why this is an NFT play, the market cap, the current price, the percent change to build this database for everybody. I'm going to take this off of edit because I don't want somebody to go screw it up. That's happened before. I'm going to put this in the chat. But guys, I mean, this is something that we build together, right? When we talk about building and coming up with ideas and trying to help each other make money, that's why we show our live accounts every day. I'm putting this in the chat so everybody has access to it, and let's find some of these next NFT stocks together. If you're the person who put this together, email us, and we will hook you up in a serious way.
And at powerhour@benzinga.com. And I got another announcement. STKS is over $9 now. I told you guys at $570 I was buying. I told you at $640 I was buying. Made it a big position. Put in like $15,000, $20,000 into it. It's up 56%. I don't know what else. Anyway, that's amazing. Could we should write an article about that thing right there?
Yep, let's hit it. And Jason, I've got to run.
All right.
I've got to go work on a project with a brokerage, a top brokerage. You guys know what it is. I'm going to go work on that.
That Andrew Eckhart should really write a story about this. We need some writers, guys. We need a writer to we need some writers to write stories of what's going on in the show. So if you're a writer and you think you can write quick stories, please come on the show or email us at powerhour.com. We are definitely hiring writers right now. But you got to know the stock market a little bit so you know what to write. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Luke, I'll see you. Good luck in your meeting with the brokerage. Okay.
Cool. All right. Peace out, guys. Happy trading.
Okay. Hey, Will.
See you at 5:00 for GME, actually.
Will, you're saying put ticker, watermark, and background of chart, just in change color, red pops. Okay, I will tell the team about that. Well, thank you. We'll figure out the watermark. Will, thanks for copying and pasting so we didn't miss it. It was awesome. Thank you for the feedback, Alessandro. Thank you for the feedback. That was you, Neil Griffith. You're the man. Maybe you could do a part-time job here. Neil Griffith, email powerhour@benzinga.com and we'll hook you up. But if you can do more of that stuff, we can show it on benzinga.com. That gets 15 million users a month. That would be awesome. Remember, we're for the people, by the people. It's not one way. You guys are part of us. So we appreciate that. Blake, you're hilarious. So that is that. Aaron, are you around? Do you want to step in for Dante? No? Okay. All right. Aaron's not. He fell asleep. All right. I don't know who's gonna co-host with me, but I guess I will just go. I will go and show my account what I'm trading. Here we go. You guys don't get too guys, diversify. I mean, I have some big positions here. We'll go do my thing. Here we go. Times. Thank you. I didn't buy it yet, guys. I didn't thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right. I see all that love. Okay. Thank you. All right. Now let's go show my account, show me where I'm at today, what's moving, what's not moving. All righty. Here we go. Remember, I sold off a lot of stuff. I didn't want to be at margin anymore. Okay. Yeah. What's your email? They want to know, Scott. Scott wants to know. Scott misses you. He likes you, which is good. It's good to like someone, right? Why not? All right. We can go like this. This account I have set up is for my live trading for the shows. So you guys can see what I own and don't own. I'm going to share it in 1 second. Okay. I'm going to share in 1 second. Neil Griffith, if you're real, come on. Will you follow me on Twitter at Jason Raznick? Please. This guy made that thing. I just sent you an email to Luke. I'm Jason Raznick on Twitter. That's that. All right, I'll show my account. Hold on.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
We do actually have our next guest waiting for 1:30.
For real?
Yes, we have Robert Roy from Wealth Builders.
No one tells me anything. I just sit here and mind my own business, and no one tells me anything. All right, you're not going to see my account right now because we got someone better, Robert Roy from Wealth Builders, who is smart and knows his stuff, and we will do that in 1 second. So give me a minute. I wish my boy Tiny Media had some new little intro things for me, but he doesn't. And so that's it. I'll have to do this now. All right, before I bring him on, I got to shave. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Okay, before I bring him on, guys, please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet, because we don't want you to miss any important content that's market moving where you can make money. And now we're going to bring on Robert Roy. Hey, Robert, how are you?
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
Good, good. How's your day going?
It was going good, or it is going good. Fed's a little bit concerning, but just not sure what they're going to decide to do this crazy time, right? So we're getting a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a pullback. But I was sitting here watching you and Luke talk about the option stuff, and Luke's talking his naked puts, and I'm just drooling as so. Wait, this is my wheelhouse. Talk to me. What are you doing?
Oh, we should have put you on then, because it's not my wheelhouse. I'm definitely not an options expert. You know, that's not my cup of tea. I do what you guys tell me to do.
I remember you were talking about wanting to do a covered call on here one day that you've done it, but you want to be able to.
Yeah, no, I wanted you to show me how to do some of these things because that's not my wheelhouse. I know what I know, and I know I could learn it, but I just rather someone. I mean, I guess I should learn it, but yeah, I wanted to do a cover call and I want to buy Palantir. I want to buy it long term because I think it's going to have a little bit of down selling, a little bit selling before it pops. I'm mad. I get high conviction. I extreme high conviction. STKS. It's a whatever I said, and I was right. I bought it at 557, right? And I bought a medium-sized position, but I'm just mad because I should have bought. I didn't buy options. I thought I bought options and I didn't. And I look and I never bought options on it. So yeah, I'm up $10,000 on it, but I could have been up $30,000 if I would have used options, right?
Yeah, you can. I use a strategy that I call Wheel of Fortune, Jason. So right back to where Luke was talking about with selling a naked put first. If the stock gets put to you, that's fine. What do I do next? I write a covered call. They take the stock away from me. I go find another candidate and do it all over again. I'm a big fan of the strategy. Selling strategies to me will always produce.
So wait. I didn't get that. So I want STKS. What should I have done?
So is it optionable?
Yes.
All right. So I've got my screen shared in your platform there if you want to share it.
Hold on.
It doesn't have options. It says STKS.
Oh, then I lied. I didn't check it.
Okay.
I assumed it did. So
it's okay. So let's look at Ford.
Okay.
All right. Another one I know Jason talked about. I own some Ford as well.
I own Ford.
Okay. So I've got covered calls written on my.
And I think Ford will pop. What month are we in right now? We're in March. I think Ford, and I can't always get an exact month. I think Ford will pop in May or June in a big way. I think it'll be at $16 in May or June.
Okay. So if I were looking right now keep in mind, we're already midweek, but I do sell weekly options. I don't normally sell monthlies. I sell weeklies. So if we're looking at an option, I'm always looking for around that 20 delta. We don't have one for the front week. It's 25, but we're also, again, a couple of days in. So if I go out and look at next week, I've got a 17 delta, 11 and a half. So someone will pay me, Jason, 10 cents. I'll get paid for someone to have the right to make me buy the stock at $11.50. And that's for the week.
Wait, hold on. Are you selling a call or a put here?
I'm selling the put. I own nothing, let's say. Right now, I have no Ford. My Wheel of Fortune strategy starts off with selling a naked put, which means I take on an obligation to allow somebody to put the stock to me at my strike price, which is $11.50 by April 1st.
Got it.
9 days away.
So why would you do that? You just earn a little bit of money for it, right?
Well, keep in mind a little bit of money. I only need about 25% of the stock price. So I need about call it $3 to make it easy numbers.
Okay.
Right? If I do this and I can generate an income stream on this, and this is, remember, very low price stock, right? I chose Ford because of Luke. Very low price company. But if I can earn an income on this with 10 cents, what does that come out to over, was that about 3%, 2.5% a week? Is that about right?
Probably. Okay.
Maybe it's 2, right? And then you do that every single week. So let's say it's 2%. That's 8% for the month. And I don't do anything. The worst thing that happens to me is the stock goes up and it expires worthless. Then I write another one next week. If they make me buy it, then I'm going to rent it out. And I'm going to rent it out at a higher strike price. We'll be looking at about a 40 delta. So we'd be running out the 13s and we would get 17 cents for that. So someone would give us someone can take the stock away at $13. They'll pay us 17 cents. Remember, this is per week. If you are a little bit lazier and don't want to spend the time doing it every week, you can go out and do it for a full month.
Okay.
And for 30 days.
He's on, guys, the stock he's on is Ford. I know it's hard to see he's on Ford, and he's going to give other examples. But Robert, one of the questions I want to ask before you go to the next example is the Andre Vijario asked a good question earlier. He said, can you ask Robert where he looks for stocks to trade options? What do you look for to decide if you're going to trade options on it? So that's what he is kind of asking.
For me, primarily, unless they're covered calls, but my primary trades every day, Jason, are these 20 stocks right here. I know maybe a little bit small. I don't know how to blow it up. Apple, Adobe, Amgen, Amazon, Baba, Booking, Chipotle, Facebook, Google, Home Depot, MasterCard, Netflix, NVIDIA, PANW, PayPal, Roku, the Spiders, Tesla, United Healthcare, and WDay. Those are the 20 stocks that I trade day in and day out, Jason. When it comes to covered calls, I scour the market on the weekends, and I come up with a list from a master watch list that I have by going through and looking at the candidates. So as an example, if I was looking at, GameStop, GME, would this make for a good covered call candidate? And I'll zoom in on it once we get that shift over. So it's way too high of a stock. I really don't want to buy it at this price. It's too expensive. And all of the problems with the ups and downs, this would not be one that makes it to my covered call list. But if I'm looking more at a stock like American Airlines, I'm a huge fan of the airline stocks right now as a recovery company, right? They had a nice pullback today. We had some nice highs that we had hit. We had this pullback today, right? We pull back to this moving average here before, and we get our bounce. If I can get the bounce and get back up, there's a place to potentially add. But again, today is a bearish day. So whereas everything is headed down for the most part, not all. Right? With the Fed speaking, nothing is working right today.
Now, do you have anything where you selling calls versus selling puts? And why do you sell calls versus sell puts? I know this is a very basic question, but can you address that?
So if you're selling a naked put, meaning you don't own the position, you own nothing, you are uncovered or naked in that position. If you're selling a naked put, your expectation is the stock is either going sideways or going up. Down a little bit is okay. That's the expectation. If I am selling a call, I don't want to sell one naked. Actually, for most people, you'll never be allowed to sell a naked call. The risk is too high. With a naked put, the worst thing that can happen is the stock goes down. Well, how far down can Ford go? 0, right? So you've got $10 of risk in there for whatever you're potentially making. But if you're selling a naked call, that means you think the stock is going to stay where it is or go down. Well, the risk is the stock can go up. So Jason, how high can it go? It's unlimited. So your risk is unlimited in a naked call.
Got it. Okay.
Right now, that's where we go to covered calls. A covered call means I own a stock. The worst thing that can happen is they take the stock away from me.
Got it.
For me, covered calls are stocks under 40, Jason. That's my rule. 8 to 40 is my covered call range.
Got it. Okay.
But as an options trader, directional trader, I would never trade an option on an $8 stock as just, I think the stock is going up or down today. It's just not enough movement for me.
So you need a more expensive stock.
Right. I like this. I mean, I'm an Amazon, Booking, Google, Chipotle. Those are my 4, that I love, all 4 of them. But they're expensive. You could easily drop 10 grand on one contract on Amazon.
Do you do that?
I do.
Okay. Another question the chat is asking, can you ask Rob, again, guys, this is Robert Roy with Wealth Builders. You guys can Google it, see it, Wealth Builders headquarters. Can you ask Rob if there's a best time of the day or week to purchase options?
If we're talking about a directional option, I really want, for the average person, you want to get past the first couple of minutes. The whips on that first 5 to 15 minutes, if you're unfamiliar with it, can really get your head handed to you. So waiting for that to happen and then for the market to settle a little bit will be huge, right? We get a little bit of a pullback, 10 minutes, 2 or so, 10 to 10 Eastern time. You get our first retracement back in the market. And if you can catch a bounce, it's a perfect opportunity then to look at a trade.
Got it. Okay. All right. Now, you probably had some things you wanted to talk about, but I asked the chat questions first. So
no, you're good. You're good. I mean, listen, today's a Fed day, right? So what are we doing, right? Today is setting up for tomorrow. I'm not looking at a whole lot of what do I want to do today. I didn't trust that the Fed, are they still going? Yeah, they're still going. I didn't trust that the Fed meeting was going to go in a smooth fashion. We're going to get a direction up or down, right? If we look at the S&P right now, what are we down? About 6 points? Yeah. So great move, right? If you can guess which way it's going, and that's what it is. It's been a guess all day long. We're all over our moving averages. And then ever since, what did we come out with the Fed at 10 o'clock? But about 11 o'clock, we've gone sideways for the most part. So nothing really to stick our hat on and say, hey, I like this. We've got some directional setting up. So based on that, I'm looking at what am I doing for tomorrow? And I've got a couple of candidates I'm looking at for tomorrow that I'll share with you guys. So depending on market condition, right? If we look at S&P again, we've got the pullback today, but there are some great opportunities on bearish trades depending on what the market does tomorrow. So this is Booking as an example, right? Booking has failed, broke its lowest moving average, broke this fib level of 22.25. Jason, if we can just come back and kiss that tomorrow, where we've got the confluence of that 55 moving average at that 22.25 level, we're looking at 21.55. Tremendous drop potential on Booking, right? Now, Booking, not for the faint of heart, larger spreads, smaller open interest, right? So keep that in mind, right? Here's one that many people are hyped up about, Tesla. Right. So Tesla has been in this sideways pattern. We call this a pressure cooker, right? And we're looking for the explosions, and we get them every once in a while. You can see the one that happened right here where we burst up 5 days ago. And then the next day we gapped down and took off. We gapped the next day. So we get some nice movement out of Tesla. But if I can get a smooth roll off of the moving average, just a continuation down tomorrow from this 671 level, you're looking at 619 as the next stopping point on Tesla. And we're going to do it with options, right? So I'm not going to buy Tesla as a stock. Those of you that are sitting there saying, I can't afford Tesla, let's look at an option on it. If I'm looking to day trade Tesla tomorrow, the option I'm going to trade or look to trade would be right here. The $650 calls. If we think it's going up, sorry, I'm thinking bullish, not bearish. And thinking it's going down, we're looking at that 65 delta. So we're looking at 685 puts. It's going to cost us about 27 bucks. And look how tight that bid-ask spread is on Tesla, 27.25, 27.55. Very nice for a high-price stock like this. And for every dollar the stock moves, my option is going to move about 65 cents a share. So if I can get a $10 move on my option, on my stock rather, I'm going to get about a $6, $6.50 move on the option. So smoking opportunities, if we get the reversals on them, Jason, come tomorrow.
Yeah. And so that's the question. What will happen come tomorrow? I mean,
exactly. You look at Chipotle and Google. They're both potential bullish trades as well. But I'm not trying to guess the market here. I'm not trying to jump out and say, all right, let me just get ahead of it and guess where it goes tomorrow. Those of you that trade the market should understand this. And if you don't, hopefully this helps. The market makers are out there right now. And when you see the S&P is just kind of doing this sideways move, or your stock is in a little bit of a sideways move, and you get a big directional candle, and you break down or break out to the upside. That's the market maker, the floor traders testing, right? You're in a pressure cooker, you're in a sideways move. All right, we think it's going to go down. Let's see. And they hit enter, and then they step back and they watch and see if the market reacts to it. If they do, they've started the move, and then that's where they're jumping on, right? So we're looking for the explosion out of here. Look how many times the market maker has tried to shoot Google to the upside. If you could take this bounce off of that 2063 level and only get it up to 2083, that's a $20 move in one day on Google. Tremendous opportunities. And remember, the closer you get to Friday, the less expensive these options will be. So tomorrow they'll be even cheaper than they are today. So on Google right now, I can get in the trade for about $32, $32.50. Tomorrow it'll be about $28, $30 would be the cost about tomorrow to enter into this trade. So plenty of opportunities out there, Jason. Just a matter of identifying the market and taking the trade when it presents itself.
How often do you make trades?
Every day.
Every day. Okay.
I trade every day. Yep. We've got multiple services that we use. One of them this morning, we told everybody, be cautious on what's going on today with the Fed in our text alerts. Be cautious of what's going on with the Fed today. The meeting starts at 10 o'clock. No idea where it's going to go today. All right. Yeah. But I directional trade those 20 stocks that I shared with you, Jason. I trade primarily 6 or 7 of them all the time. The other ones are more one-offs.
And is it how they move basically?
Exactly. I've built a relationship with them, right? I know how they eat, how they drink, how they sleep, how they react to situations.
All right. I think this question's a good question. This question here, we're with Rob Roy from Wealth Builders. When is the best time to sell your options? What to do if you're down over 30%, but it doesn't expire for a few months? What do you do?
So very easy question to ask. Or to answer rather, sorry, not ask. If you take, let's see, if you took Apple, right? And if we back Apple's chart up and go back to before we had this big drop. And let's say you bought Apple somewhere back in here, whatever it was, you bought it at $1.25, 125, and you had this nice run up. Right. And now the stock starts to go against you. And the question is, what should I do with my option? Should I keep it? I've got a lot of time left. Maybe I was up a little bit. Now I'm down a little. The question should not be based on the option. It should only be based on the chart, Jason. So in other words, forget the option. Look at the stock and say, if I own the stock, would I still want to be in it today? And the answer is no, then you shouldn't be in the option any longer. If you're buying a very long-term option as an investor, what are called leaps, different trade, but be careful because remember, as the closer you get to expiration, you're going to have what's called a theta burn. Your time value will deteriorate. And the closer you get, the quicker it deteriorates. You may see a very small deterioration 90 days away, but you get 60 days away and it could be 2 or 3 times that. You get 30 days away and it's this big. Your time value deteriorates very quickly the closer you get to expiration. So I would base it, Jason, only on the stock price, not on the options price.
Got it. Okay. I think that is, I think that answers most of these questions. So guys, check out Robert Roy at Wealth Builders. Look it up. I know you guys asked about indicators he uses. Let's say you sell one, you can exercise stuff early, but there's more questions they have. So guys, go to Wealth Builders, ask these questions to him. I mean, you're talking about create a spread position on a naked position. There's a lot of things that Robert can educate you guys on. We have our, show with Catherine Ross coming up, but go to his site. What wealthbuilders.com?
Wealthbuildershq.com.
Wealthbuildershq.com. Wealth Builders, Aaron Bree, put that in the chat. Wealthbuildershq.com. Ask Robert the questions I didn't get to. I tried to get to as many, but there was just too many to get to. And they're talking about the trader tax, if that's passed, but You know, they'll get there. We'll have Rob on again for sure. They want you back on. So, well,
Jason, I'm doing a show with you guys every Friday at 2:00 for an option show.
Okay, every Friday at 2:00 there's a show. So,
Options Explained.
Options Explained. They want to know your favorite stock to sell for under $40 to sell puts on. We'll tell them on Friday. His favorite stock to under 40 to sell puts on. How about we tell you on Friday?
Perfect.
You know, so all right, man. Thank you for coming on.
You got it. Thanks. Take care, guys.
You too. You too. Bye. All right, guys. That was Robert Roy. Now, I know I had some chats in the YVR. Guys, these stocks move fast. You're talking about a company that's under $100 million market cap, like I said. And so people speculate when they're coming on. There's speculation. The next person will post on Twitter that, oh, you know, YVR's NFT, and then it goes to 7. I mean, these are high, you know, volatile stocks that you can either invest in and then not look at, which I often do because I'm, you know, building Benzinga and I can't trade all the time. But these stocks aren't for the faint of heart. I can't give you some solution. Like I bought HOG, HOG, because I believe come summer, people are going to buy a lot of Harley Davidsons. I bought Leafs on it. So this is something, and I'm down on my Leafs by 31%, but I have high conviction. If it goes down 50%, I'll buy more because I think if I can buy options out October, November, it's going to be a winner. So those are positions where I'm building up a stake in them. But there's other positions like these are trading stocks. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you that, you know, YVR will be at 6, 7, 4, 3. I can't tell you that. I can tell you what my fundamentals of now. You guys are people that are chart people may be able to tell you something different. So I'm not a chartist. I'm a fundamentalist. And I also look at insider buying. I like that, and I look at short squeezes as well. But yeah, you have this NFT catalyst, and I promise you, when companies announce an NFT, their stock's going to move up. It just goes without saying. So, do you want to hold it, or do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? It's anyone's game in the short term. So just be careful on how you approach that. All right. So that's what did someone say short squeeze? Yeah. You know, and risk versus reward. All right, guys, we had a busy day today. If you can, smash the like button. We have Catherine Ross coming up. I guess I'm going to transfer it over. We thank you for being here today. You guys, you know, in our Zinger Nation, you're part of us. You tell us what shows you want. We create them, and we'll be taking you to the next show in just a second. Don't leave. Smash a like. Stay here for Catherine.